Hi everybody, Jordan Steel 88 with another video. This is the Steelers versus Chargers game preview, so let's get into it. So Steelers get their home opener this Sunday against the Los Angeles Chargers. I won't say San Diego, but it's the Los Angeles Chargers. So let's talk about the Los Angeles Chargers. On offense, it starts with Justin Herbert. He's a pretty good quarterback though. He can move around the pocket and find open receivers. Except he don't have any other top receivers anymore to throw to, like Mike Williams, who went to the Jets, and then Keenan Allen, who's playing for the Bears. But still, he can find it. Don't even matter. Sometimes it don't matter to him who's out there, because he's gonna make them make these people better. And then on the running backs, they got two pretty good running backs who've been pretty good for the first two games. Two of them are former Ravens, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. I mean, I think the last time we faced J.K. Dobbins, that was in 2022, I think, where he ran over our defense when we was playing with the Ravens, because he had like about at least like 150 something yards on the ground, I think, because he did have like 100 yards on the Steelers defense that year. And Gus Edwards could spell him though at that running back position. Now, the wide receivers, once again, they don't have the top receivers anymore, but because they don't have top receivers like Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. But still, they got the top receiver in Joshua Palmer and an up-and-comer Quentin Johnson at wide receiver. Now, the tight ends, they got Hayden Hurst, though. I mean, he's an average tight end at best. So, he's an average tight end at best, in my opinion. Like I said. And then the offensive line is pretty good, though. They got a pretty good offensive line, and it starts with their two bookend tackles, guys like Joel Ott and Rashawn Slater. Those are the two tackles that have started for the past two games, protecting Justin Herbert. I mean, because the offensive tackles, all they got is the only two good offensive linemen they got is Joel Ott and Rashawn Slater. Now let's talk about the Chargers' defense, which is pretty good. Their defense is pretty good all around. They're top in the league, and our defense is second behind them, behind their defense. They got a pretty good defense. And it all starts with Derwin James, their safety. He's a phenomenal safety. He can roam around the field. He can play the ball, do all those kind of things. And his bookend safety partner is Holly Gillum, if I say his first name right. They got a pretty good safety combo as well. Just like we see Atlanta, we had Justin Simmons and J.C. Bates. And their cornerback is Asante Samuel Jr. He plays like his dad, Asante Samuel Sr., like almost, I believe. So yeah, man, because their linebackers, but they got booking outside linebackers as well. Guys like Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, brought up Nick Bosa. These guys are pretty good pass rushers, though. So they got pretty good pass rushers in their outside linebacking core. And then Zell Pyramid is a pretty good middle linebacker too, as well. So yeah, man, because the Chargers, they got a pretty good defense though. Their defense is pretty good, and it starts with Jordan James, Joey Bosa, and Khalil Mack. So, because Joey Bosa plays like his brother Nick Bosa, who plays for the 49ers. So yeah, man. Like I said about the Los Angeles Chargers, they're 2-0 just like we are. Because they run the ball pretty well. They don't pass like that because they don't have those top receivers, like I said before. And their defense is pretty good. They got a pretty good defense too. So, because the defense all starts with Derwin James. So yeah, man. And Roman Wilson, hopefully he can make his debut against his former coach. Because Roman Wilson's been out all preseason and in the first 2 games of the regular season this year. So yeah, man. Now, and they have former Steeler Bud Dupree, who spells either Bosa or Mac. The former Steeler Bud Dupree. So yeah, man. So the keys to the game I'm going to talk about the keys to the game to beating the Chargers. Number 1, you got to be cautious because the defense is pretty good. You don't want to test Derwin James and Asante Samuel in their secondary because you don't want to challenge them. Because I hope Justin Fields does the same thing like he did against the Falcons when he didn't challenge J.C. Bates or Justin Simmons. So he got a pretty good task at hand because you don't want to challenge Derwin James and Asante Samuel in that secondary. Don't try to challenge them. And you must protect those 2 pass rushers, Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, because you got to know where they are. Because our tackles got to be on their game against Mack and Joey Bosa. So, and we got to try to run the ball too with Najee Harris and Jaren Warren. So, hopefully we get the job done against that defense that has been pretty good. So, and on defense, we must pressure Justin Herbert. Those wide receivers they got aren't that good, but they just about average at best, in my opinion. I mean, but you gotta put pressure on Justin Herbert, and we gotta figure out some way, somehow, to slow down J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, because the Chargers have been running the ball pretty well in the first 2 games. We must slow down J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards at all costs. It's a must we slow them down. So yeah, man. So I expect this to be a pretty good game. Could be a defensive game on Sunday against the 2 teams that defenses are pretty good. Chargers are number 1, Steelers are number 2. So something has to give though. So, but I'm capable that Justin Fields could get the job done as soon as hopefully Russell Wilson can be 100% going into the Colts game. But this is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers that I'm talking about. So yeah, man. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below what I talk about in this preview, because it's going to be a pretty tough game for both teams, not just the Steelers but the Chargers as well. So they got to slow down J.K. Dobbins because he tore us up when he was playing for the Ravens in 2022 at home. So yeah, bro. So yeah. So that about do it for this video. This is Jordan Steele 88. See you guys in my next video. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.